Hello, I'm back. It's been a long time since I've done this. Been 3 months, so it was December. It was December last time I did this. Last time I made a video. And honestly, I'm not really doing that much better. I'm not doing much better since then. I did have a period in January where I was sober. And that was the biggest thing, because in my last video I talked about just coping with drugs. I think that's what I talked about, coping with drugs and just addiction and just that kind of thing. And in January, dude, I had a really good month of, it was around a month or something of being sober, and it was really good. And then I don't even remember what caused it, but I just went back, I smoked, and I've been just fucking smoking heavy ever since, and I need to stop again, bro. I'm fucking I'm just gonna I might as well just say everything I gotta say. So I started college in January. I turned 20. I remember my first video I was talking about being 19, and now I'm 20. And my hair's purple. I bleached it and that shit looked horrendous. Okay, we don't need to talk about my hair. But I was saying I started college, and I literally waited so long to choose my classes that I only had 2. And I literally withdrew from 1. Like, what am I doing, bro? And when I do shit like that, I'm just like, what am I doing? And then, that kind of leads into the spiral of like, kind of like shaming yourself. Or at least for me, it leads to that spiral. And it feels like I go through like every day. But it's so hard to just not let that happen. Especially when I feel like I'm not being productive. Like I'm not being productive. So it just leads to me shaming myself. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to the like addiction thing, because that's really my main struggle right now. Like even right now, bro. Right now. Drinking a fucking Four Loko, bro. Like, in the college thing, I literally got money for financial aid. Like thousands. And I just blew it all on drugs and food. Like, that's it. Didn't do anything productive. I got a new electric skateboard because mine broke, but I literally just blew that shit on money and drugs, bro. And like, once you do some shit like that, it's hard to not like shame yourself and get down on yourself. And that just leads to worse things, bro. And it's just such a cycle, bro. It's such a cycle. But the only reason I went sober last time was because I was out of money. And I got, that's what it was. I got money again, and I was like, okay, I just need to stop, bro, because this weed shit, bro, it's mainly weed. It's really mainly weed. Like, I do other shit, but it's mainly weed, bro. Like, it just makes me lazy and anxious and have social anxiety. Like, what's the point? What's the point of doing it? Like, ever since I started smoking weed, there's no benefit. It's only ever made me feel anxious. But like, maybe I'm just like an addict at heart. I don't want to like put that on myself, but like, I've always just been addicted to shit. Like, I see a fly and it's bothering me, but I'm not gonna kill it. I'm gonna wait. He's just chilling. That's okay. I was trying to get him out of the house instead of killing him. But I'm now 20 and I'm in college, taking 1 class right now. They do summer classes, which means I'm gonna get more financial aid, which is good. And I can't blow it. If anything, I'm gonna put it towards music, bro. Literally the only thing that brings me satisfaction in this whole entire world is music. And I've still been trying to deal with, I talked about this in my last video too, my situation with my ex-girlfriend. Recently, that's been hurting me worse too, man. I think when some shit just bothers me, it just it turns into everything. Like, it turns into everything that I'm upset about. Like, it just compiles, it just stacks and stacks and stacks. And to the point I just feel so fucking, like, depressed and, like, I can't do anything, and that's kind of how I feel right now. And, like, these past few, like, weeks, and, like, anything, I just sit here and, if I'm not making music, I'm just sitting here and thinking about what I should be doing. Like, I should be doing something. But it's like that exact feeling is what leads me to not doing anything. And it's just really stressful. And I'm also a fucking dopamine fiend too. I mean, obviously I'm an addict. I'm addicted to drugs and shit, so like, of course I'm gonna be a dopamine fiend. But it just doesn't help. It doesn't help. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another sip of this as I say that. That's not good at all. That's not good. But I just kind of wanted to make another video. I actually saw another guy's video about quitting weed. Like, I watched it right before I made this, and that's what inspired me to come back and make a video, because it's been a while. But another thing I want to talk about too is, like, relationships. Because, oh my god, dude, in this time of the last video, I've also talked to my ex that did me very dirty. She did me very dirty. And I talked to her, and we texted and sexted, like, all night, one night. Because I took shrooms, and I texted her that I feel like I needed to forgive her for what she did. But I think under that, I just wanted to talk to her. That was the real reason. And then she was on the way to my house. She was on the way to my house. And then turned around. She was texting me. She was like, Parker, we can't. Like, this is going to be terrible for both of us. And she was right. So then I just texted her and said, you're right. I love you. Yeah, I'm about to cry, bro. Because I really do love her, bro. I just wish she didn't, like, do what she did. Because, like, I was going to miss her so bad regardless for a long time. Then her doing what she did just kind of, like, made me feel so much worse about everything in my life. Like, which is not her, it's not her fault, but, like, it just made me feel betrayed. I mean, yeah, like, how are you going to get betrayed and not feel upset, you know? And it just sucks knowing, like, I was going to miss her so bad for a long time anyways. Then she did some shit that, like, just, like, hurt me very deeply. But she was on the way to me, and she went home, and I blocked her. And I made a song about it. as I tend to do. I tend to make songs about everything that happens to me. I made a song today talking about how it's called Drugs Are My Makeup. And it's about how, like drugs are my makeup. Like, it's kind of a bad analogy, but at the same time, like, it makes sense in my head. Sometimes I make songs and say shit that doesn't make sense, but, like, it makes sense in a way in my head, even if it's not what I said. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't, but that's okay. And ever since, like, that shit happened with her, like, I went on a few days, I've hung out with a few girls, but it's just, I barely even have the desire to. And it's like, knowing she's already dated, like, 5 guys since we broke up, like, and that was, like, 7 months ago. It's just, like, I don't know if it's her just, like, moving on really quickly. Because, I mean, of course, that's, like, a thing that's said about women is, like, they be kind of moving on before the relationship ends, like, into when it ends, you know? But for me, like, I'm not over that shit at all. I'm just not over it. And she's dated like 5 people, and I'm just like, is she coping, or she's over it? Because if it's just that she's over it, that does kind of hurt. Because we were friends since we were 11 years old and dated for like 3 or 4 years. Like, did it just didn't mean anything? Like, not that it didn't mean anything, but you know, it's hard not to feel that way. But yeah, this video was kind of terrible, honestly, but whatever. I'm just gonna upload this and try to upload a little more consistently because it's been a few months. Okay, bye-bye if anyone makes it this far.